So friends, let's see today's fun recipe of jalebi, which is one of my favorite desserts. Now I'm going to make the sugar syrup. So I've taken 1 cup of water to which I'm going to be adding 2 cups of sugar, that is regular sugar. Now stir the sugar in really well on a low to medium flame till the sugar starts to dissolve and the water also comes to a boil. So continuously stir, and then when it comes to a vigorous boil like this, just add 1 teaspoon of cardamom powder or elaichi powder. So you can take 2 elaichi pods and just make it into powder, and 1 teaspoon of lemon juice. Now what the lemon juice does is it stops the sugar syrup from crystallizing. Now for the batter, I've taken 1 cup of maida or all-purpose flour, 1/4 cup of corn flour, half a teaspoon of baking soda or baking powder, whatever you have at hand. Now mix these 3 dry ingredients really well together using a whisk or a spoon. Ensure that they're really mixed well together. Now I'm going to add about half a cup of yogurt or dahi or curd. Mix that in well too. And now I'm going to add a little water at a time and make a batter which is like a idli batter. So it should not be too thin or not too thick either. So altogether I used about 1/4 cup of water or 10 tablespoons of water. Now keep whisking this till you get a very smooth batter. And then we're just going to add a few drops of orange color. And again give it a good mix. And then we're going to let it rest for at least 30 minutes. So just cover and keep this for 30 minutes. And after 30 minutes, I'm just going to heat some oil in a flat pan because it gives you, more space. And I've transferred this to my sauce bottle or ketchup bottle. Now, the first one is always a trial and error. So, just make a small shape like that. And you'll see that it immediately starts to fluff up and starts, getting fried. Now, you go from the outside to the inside. So, the circle should be from out to in like this. And it does come with practice. Also, another tip is fry this really well on both sides. So at least for a minute on each side on a low to medium flame. Otherwise, if it is soft, then you won't get that crispy jalebi, which we all love. So let it fry on each side for 1 minute at least on a low to medium flame. And then I've kept my sugar syrup, nice and hot. I've put the flame off, but it's nice and hot. And as as they get nice and crispy, just put them directly into the sugar syrup not for a very long time, for at least 2 to 3 minutes till they soak up the sugar syrup. And then once they're nice and soaked for 2 to 3 minutes, just take them out and transfer them to a separate plate or a bowl. Otherwise, they'll become very soft and soggy. This way, if you take them out after, about 2 to 3 minutes, they remain crispy and they also soak in the, the syrup. So with practice, you will get this shape. Now, if you find that your syrup is very runny, just add a little more maida. And if you find it is more thick, then add a little bit of water. So till you're convinced that you're able to form the shape very easily, you'll have to do this, trial and error. Now, if you have an icing bag, so if you have an icing cone or icing bag, you can use that. If you have a Ziploc bag, whatever you're comfortable with. I found this ketchup bottle really easy to work with. So, you can try it. In fact, sometimes when you get this ready-made jalebi mix, you also get this kind of a ketchup bottle. So this is a closer look. You go from the outside to the inside. But don't worry if your shape doesn't come perfectly at the beginning. It's okay. As long as you have these delicious crispy treats to enjoy, that's more important. So like I said, once you keep them in the syrup for about 2 to 3 minutes, just take them out immediately and keep them in another plate. And see that you fry them well. Don't let them be raw, otherwise they'll be very soggy. They should be nice and fried and crispy. So you can enjoy this lovely treat. And let me know in the comment section how your jalebis turned out. I would love to hear from all of you. And I do reply to I try and reply to everyone. So try out this recipe, guys. I hope you liked it. And I hope you will give it a try and let me know your feedback. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for really supporting Akshata's recipes by watching my videos, by sharing my videos, by leaving your comments. It means the world to me. So I'll catch you in my next video sooner than you think. This is Akshata signing off. Take care, guys. Lots of love and regards. Bye.